New coach, Jen Welter. She'll be coaching middle linebackers. It's a coaching internship, as you just heard Cardinals head coach Bruce Arians say, lasting throughout the preseason. This is the first time Steve Wyche and Conway, we have had a female coach of any kind in the National Football League. It is certainly a brave new world when you hear a coach talk about her first pro football paycheck 14, 15 years ago and how excited she was. And Welter says that that paycheck is still, quote, in her purse upstairs. Never heard that before. Congratulations, Jen Welter. It is certainly a brave new world. Good for you. We're happy the Cardinals take that step as well. Bruce Arians says this is not going to be in any way a distraction. And it seems to me by the player reaction we showed on the screen there from tweets that they're all with it. They're all on board.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we have to understand that coaches are teachers. And she's played football before.
14 years.
And she loves the game. And I go to my wife, who's turned professional in boxing, and everyone thought she was just in it just because she wanted the publicity. Well, nowadays, when I sit back and I watch a boxing match, and I've been watching boxing long before Layla started boxing, she's there teaching me things. Like, I'm hearing things that I thought I knew, and she's like, no, maybe he should have did this. He could have done that. And the passion that she has when she's watching boxing, you're going to see this same thing come from Jen.
Let me explain for those who don't know. You mentioned Layla. Your wife, Layla Ali, daughter of the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Has she had any reaction to Jen Welter's hiring?
You know what? I haven't talked to her, but that's going to be my first thing when I get home is to talk to her about this. And I know she's going to be so happy for her because she's always been a supporter of women breaking barriers and not being pigeonholed and you have to be a woman and this is what you have to do. And I think sometimes people think, okay, she's a little rough around the edges. No, it's the passion, it's the knowledge. And let's not forget, she has a master's in sports psychology. So part of football is getting players to get their minds right. So she can definitely be an asset in that part of the game, too.
Look, Andrew, I covered the NBA when, female officials started coming in and reffing the game. And a lot of folks were like, oh, can they handle the language? It was really no different other than the fact that they were shorter than most of the other players. I mean, everybody was able to kind of adapt here. I think what's interesting about this hire, besides, the gender, being the first female coach right here, is Bruce Arians is having her coach a position where the position coach is first-year position coach Larry Foote. Larry Foote played inside linebacker for the Cardinals last year. He's the inside linebackers coach for the Arizona Cardinals. So she's going to be interning with a position coach who basically is learning on the job under a first-time defensive coordinator. So this is a chance for Bruce Arians to do a lot of coaching, but also to get input from people like Jen Welter and Larry Foote, who have a different perspective on the game that they can convey to some young linebackers, Kevin Minter and Sean Witherspoon's coming over from the Atlanta Falcons. So this is an interesting position group for a very good defense that's got a whole lot of pieces coming together, and I think Bruce Arians, should be the classy guy that we all know, yes, Bruce, is going to listen to input that she has, and I think the other coaches on that defense will. I don't think the players will have an issue with this or whatever. I think they're going to be very
clear
inviting.
So far they don't.
Yeah, I mean, but once they get on the field and she starts yelling at them or coaching them or whatever, I don't think they're going to look at her sideways and be like, what are you talking about? I think they're going to go and behave the way they want to behave. I think they want to play and be good.
Sarah Thomas will be our first full-time female official this year. Yep. Now, this is only for Jen Welter for the preseason, but it could open doors, certainly. And look, there is an NFL endorsement here. The great Tim Brown, who's about to get his big day as well, general manager for the indoor football team in Texas, has his endorsement as well. And Bruce Arians wants you to know this is not a stunt in any way, shape, or form. He wanted to do this, and this is the right candidate for this job.